Look, so a lot of people say that projects don't matter right now because everyone is doing singles. Singles have what worked in the past, past several years, ever since Russ started dropping singles every week. But look, what he did is not going to work now because things always change, right? That's the one guaranteed thing. Everything is always going to change. So by the time an artist has popped off through doing some sort of method and everyone's already jumped on it, that's already dead, right? That's flatlined. That's already over, right? You got to be a visionary. You got to be tapped in and tuned in to know what's coming next. You got to be the innovator. That's why you got to be on the cutting edge. That's why you got to have a proper palette. That's why you got to be tapped into your intuition. That's why I say the proper priority. Don't focus on the minute details of how the mix is sounding. Yeah, that's important, but that is secondary. Most important is, are you following the energy? Are you in rhythm? Are you acting each day towards your path, towards advancing, towards moving one step forward, little by little? That's the question that is posed. So don't just hop on whatever trend is happening. Yeah, you can try trends and do it as a strategy. It's like, oh, that worked. Sometimes the trends integrate and then they become normal in the field. So try that out if you need to. But always be aware, once someone has kind of popped from a certain method and everyone tries to hop on it, it's dead. It's flatlined. It's over. So you have to figure out what's next. And how do you do that? You can only do that through being connected with your intuition and being in a rhythm of action taking. Because that builds momentum. If you're just doing it in your head, when you go to actually act it out, it's going to be a lot harder than you thought, and you're going to give up. I see this happen 9 out of 10 artists I work with. Right? You have to have a momentum built. That's why I started the Finishers Club, a free club for artists to release a song every month on the 28th, no matter how you're feeling. Even me, last month, I went and I just had to make a song out of nowhere. I took like an acapella I had, and then I just played some piano on it, and I made like half a beat. But I dropped it. I dropped it on my Burner YouTube channel. It still counts as dropping it. I'm making momentum because I'm dropping something every month. Everyone in my group who's participating is making momentum. So if you want to stop rotting, get out of the rot box, get into the drop top, I highly, highly suggest you join it ASAP. Like, pause this video right now and go to finishers.club. 2 N's because I'm Finnish. Finishers.club. It'll take you right there. It doesn't cost anything. And start engaging. Right? Start making a movement. I want every artist that resonates with the work that I do here on TikTok, Instagram, however you find me when this is chopped up, or on YouTube, to be able to win with their music. And it doesn't come from just thinking about what you're going to do. You have to act. You're a scientist. You're making moves. You're making movement. You're making waves if you act. And it may take like 1,000 small actions for you to get where you want to go. And for where you want to go, you may not even have a picture of it. It's good to have a reference point. But if you don't even know where to start, it's like, all right, what action can I take right now? What excites me? What is my goal? What is my vision? Let me write that down. What is my ultimate goal? And what's one step I can take towards that? One action step is making music every day. Another action step is dropping music every month. And then once you get in a rhythm of dropping it every month, you can drop it every week, if you so please. But like I said from the beginning of this video, that as a trend, as guaranteed for you to blow up, not guaranteed. What Russ did was he built momentum. He got better. He focused on quantity instead of quality. And then he focused on quantity and quality because he had the momentum build up. Right? That's what all great artists do. That's what Tupac did. That's why he has so many projects. That's why he's the best rapper ever alive. Ever dead or alive. Like, because he made so many projects and he built so much momentum. And he was able to master quantity and quality. So, oh yeah, also what I want to talk about is singles versus projects. Everyone says singles are the way to go, right? And I think, yeah, I mean, when you're starting and when you're building momentum, singles are good. But albums and projects are extremely, extremely important. They can be a roadblock to an artist who's stuck. So if you're stuck, don't focus on a project. Just focus on singles. And if you're stuck and you have a project that you're really attached to, you don't have to release any of those songs. All you need to do is make something new that you're going to drop every month. That's not part of those songs. That's why I'm going to first say it. But projects are so important. If an artist just has singles, you don't get the full scope of the artist. You don't really get to go deep with them. You think of artists who blew up just with one song and weren't able to sustain it. You don't know them too well, right? Yeah, they have they're bangers. You know, the songs that blew up are bangers, like OT Genesis, I'm in Love with the Coco, and Block Boy JB. I forgot what was the name of that song with Drake on it. You know, that song, those are bangers. Those are good songs. But I don't know any more of the artist. When you have a project, when you have an EP, when you have an album, you get to know the artist. And you really get to go deep with them. And when you go deep with them, you become a true fan. It's like you know them. You know, this happened to me with O3 Greedo. I heard one of his songs in 2018. Two of his songs, actually. Rude and something else. And Zoning. And it was a music video with two songs in one. And I saw that and I was just blown away by the sound and just the simplicity and how gutter he kept the video. Then I went to the project, and the project was a top to bottom banger. And that made me like O3 Greedo's I think he's one of the best rappers of the past 10 years. And he still holds that space. Even though the newer stuff that he makes is not as potent as First Day Out, that project connected me with him in a way that I can't explain. And same with all these artists that we listen to and we love. Nas, Illmatic, It Was Written, Tupac, Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, Biggie, Ready to Die. It's like you know the artist. It's like, I feel you. I understand. You know, Sade, everyone. Thriller, you know, it's the package. It's all of it together. The album is so important. A project is so important. Or else people forget. You know, you can really sit with a project. And I don't want you to lose that just because everyone is saying do singles and just drop stuff all the time. Right? So, we're at about 8 minutes. I want to keep this at this level right now. So, go to finishers.club. Hope you have a wonderful day. And let's do it. Make an album, but drop every single month. Drop something every single month while you're preparing the album. Have a great day. Peace.